Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys the greatest build for every single position in NBA 2K23 Next Gen and Current Gen. I'm going to be on Next Gen for this video, so if you're on Current Gen, basically copy down the exact same body settings, the exact same attributes and everything, and you'll get basically the same build. If you do get a few less badges, trust me, that's completely normal. This is simply due to the fact that Current Gen has a different badge system, so it makes a lot of sense. But now, without further ado, let's hop right into these 5 builds. Alright, so we're gonna go in order of height. So we're gonna start with the point guard position. Obviously, for the position, you're gonna want to go with point guard. That's the only position that makes sense. For the body settings, I recommend going with 6'1", 201 pounds, and a 6'7" wingspan. When I first heard of people making 6'1" builds, I honestly thought they were all gonna be super trash. But like, after experimenting with the builder, I think I've found something very OP. For weight, we're going with 201 pounds. This year, you do not want to go too light. And then for the wingspan, we're going with 6'7". That way we can get a 92 3-point rating. Starting things off with finishing, you guys see we're getting an 85 driving dunk and 16 finishing badges. 16 finishing badges will allow us to get 2 silver tier 3 badges, and an 85 driving dunk will give us contact dunks as well as silver posterizer. We are getting 25 total shooting badges, which is obviously very good, as well as a 92 3-point rating for gold limitless range. When it comes to just being like a play shot type build, this thing is not getting stopped. Not to mention, we also have insane playmaking with a 75 pass accuracy, a 94 ball handle, and an 86 speed with ball, as well as every single drill move in this game and gold handles for days. Like, come on, bro. And then you guys see onto defense, you guys will be able to hold your own. You're getting 21 total defensive / rebounding badges. Now, I would argue a build that's like 6'3", 6'4" would have better defense than this build, even though it does have worse badges. But when it comes to strictly perimeter defense and just guarding another guard straight up, this build's defense is going to be very good and definitely serviceable. And then onto the physicals, these are quite good. Honestly, for a point guard, you really don't need that high speed, but you do need super high acceleration, because speed helps you move around faster off ball, while acceleration helps you speed boost faster with the ball. For the takeovers, I recommend going with double limitless range or double pull precision, or 1 limitless range and then 1 pull precision. I found pull precision is very good this year, and limitless range is also very good. When you do get limitless range, you can literally just shoot from anywhere. It's absolutely insane, especially if you do unlock gold limitless. And the pull precision this year is just crazy. Like, you just don't miss. And as you can see, I built a shot creator, which I guess kind of makes sense as a name, but like, I don't really understand the build names this year, at least for guards. It definitely seems very inconsistent. But now it's time to hop into the shooting guard build. For shooting guards, obviously go shooting guard for the position. And for this build, we're making a perimeter lockdown. You guys see we're going 6'5" for the height, 235 pounds, and max wingspan. When it comes to just being a perimeter lockdown, I found 6'5" works very well. And obviously, you're going to want to go super high weight and super high wingspan for a lock. On to the finishing attributes and badges. Now, we're only getting an 84 driving dunk for contacts. If you go to 85, you can get silver posterizer, but honestly, you're only getting 10 badges anyway, so you won't be able to get it. In my opinion, I just don't think it's worth sacrificing other things for this. You will be able to get an 85 3-point rating as well as silver limitless range, so you will definitely be able to green very consistently. And if you're like sitting on the hash or something, you will also be able to shoot from kind of deep. For playmaking, you're not really going to be ball handling that much. You do only get 11 playmaking badges, but you're really not going to be dribbling on this build. Like, from time to time, if your point guard can't get the inbound, you can get the inbound and then just run up the court and then fake pass and then give a handoff to your point guard. Like, realistically, beyond just that and occasionally running the break or like doing one move and then rim running, you're really not going to be dribbling that much. So for this build, you don't need super high playmaking. The reason why we did kind of have to sacrifice playmaking for this build is so we can get these defensive attributes and badges. You guys see we're getting 30 total defensive / rebounding badges, as well as a 99 steal and a 97 perimeter defense. Now, I played on a build with a 99 steal very briefly, but just with that experience alone with Hall of Fame glove, you can just run up to people and then press square and then get the steal every single time. I don't know if it was just because it's still kind of early and people don't really have a ton of badges. Like, bro, this thing is crazy. And then if they try to rim run, you have Hall of Fame clamps, so you're gonna get a body up animation every single time. Like, bro, this is a traditional point guard build's worst nightmare. And then for the physicals, you guys see them right here. Now, if you guys want to, you can go lower acceleration for higher speed, but acceleration does also help with kind of changing directions on the defensive end, so I do think acceleration is a little bit more important. For the takeovers, obviously, first take has to be extreme clamps. You can then double up on a lockdown takeover if you want to, but I decided to go limitless range for my secondary takeover, because when I do get team take, I want to pull from half court, like no matter what. And then as you guys can see, I built a 3 2 guard, which definitely does make a ton of sense. Now let's move on to the third build. For the small forward build, obviously position goes small forward. Nothing else on the screen really matters. Body settings, we're going with 6'9", 185 pounds, and 7'7" for the wingspan. This is going to be kind of like a dribbling two-way finisher build. Kind of like those ones that dominated 2K20. Starting this off, you guys see the finishing is absolutely crazy. You're getting a 93 driving dunk and a 90 standing dunk. So not only will you get the elite contact dunk package, but you're also getting a super good standing dunk rating. Like, you're gonna be dunking on everyone. Plus, you're 6'9" with a max wingspan. Like, come on. For shooting, you will be able to green if you are left wide open. Obviously, this is not a 3-point hunting build, but if they do leave you in the corner, you definitely can't shoot. Don't be scared to pull that thing just because you have an 83-point rating. And then for playmaking, you will be able to dribble if you do know how to. Some people might struggle to ISO on this build, but me personally, I have a ton of experience playing on low ball handling builds, so I will be able to dribble. And then for defense, this is another one of those builds, like, you're not scoring. 76 interior defense, 86 perimeter defense, 85 steal, 93 block, as well as silver glove, interceptor, and clamps, plus gold anchor. Like, bro. Whether you're a guard, a wing, a big man, like, it doesn't matter. You're not scoring, bro. And then for the physicals, this is definitely quite good. I do wish I could have a little bit higher strength, but unfortunately on this build, I really couldn't be able to get it. If you do want higher strength, I would just recommend dropping down your defensive rebound or something. For the takeovers, this is a two-way finisher build, so I'm going with extreme clamps and then finishing moves. I'm pretty sure you can unlock like sharpshooting takeover as well, but I don't really think that's a worth it takeover to get. So these are the takeovers I'm going with. And then you guys see I built an inside-out score. What? I mean, okay, we have 24 defensive / rebounding badges and a 93 block. Somehow this is an inside-out score. Like, what 2K? Okay. Now for the power forward build. So for the power forward build, obviously for the vital screen, you do need to go with power forward. Then for body settings, we're going with 6'11", 229 pounds, and 7'5" for the wingspan. I honestly believe these are the best all-around body settings for several reasons. First off, you get an 85 3-point rating for silver limitless, 93 defensive rebound for gold rebound chaser, and 82 strength for silver bully. For the finishing attributes and badges, you guys can obviously see this is very, very good. It's not as good as the previous build since you don't get those elite contact dunks, but you will get elite big man contact dunks, which are in my opinion a little bit worse, but it is still very, very solid when it comes to dunking. For shooting, this is definitely much, much better. You're getting an 85 3-point rating, and you're definitely going to be able to green very consistently on this build. On to playmaking, obviously you won't be able to dribble on this build. You are 6'11", you really don't need to be able to dribble. I only upgraded pass accuracy because that's all you really need, and a 65 pass accuracy is definitely very serviceable. For defensive / rebounding, this is crazy. 30 total badges with gold clamps and gold anchor as well. Just like, bro, this thing is so crazy. And then on to the physicals, this is all around very, very good all around. I don't really think I need to explain this. For the takeovers, this is kind of up to you. I did go with stealth blocks first. I believe you should go with this as your first takeover, and then I went with limitless range. Honestly, I'm not really too sure why I went with limitless range. Limitless range is, in my opinion, the most fun takeover in this game, but if you are a comp player, probably go with like See the Future instead. And then boom, you guys see we built a two-way inside-out score, which is definitely the coolest thing we've gotten on any build so far. Definitely very happy this build says two-way this time, not just inside-out score. But now, let's move on to the center build. Alright, it is time to wrap this video up with the center build. For the position, obviously, make sure you are a center. For the body settings, I'd recommend going with 7'1", 235 pounds, and 7'10" for the wingspan. Honestly, I feel like 7'1" builds are just super good this year for some reason. Like, in my opinion, it's kind of like the tallest you can go while still being able to shoot. Like, obviously, if you do go taller, you can still shoot, but honestly, it's just not going to be that great of a build. On to the finishing attributes and badges. You can see this is absolutely crazy. This is not really like a pure post scoring build, if that makes sense, but you will be able to at least somewhat post score. You're also getting a 90 standing dunk and an 85 driving dunk, so that means you are going to be getting the elite big man contact dunk package. And if you are getting guarded by kind of a shorter defender, maybe like 6'9" or something, they will not be able to guard you. For shooting, as I said, this is the tallest build possible while still being able to shoot. You guys see, with a 79 3-point rating, this is definitely more than good enough to be able to green consistently in this game. At least I think so. For some of you, you might struggle immensely to green with a 79 3-point rating, but at least me, and at least in my opinion, as long as you can time your jump shot correctly, you're gonna be chilling. And then for playmaking on this build, the only thing that matters is pass accuracy. You have this at a 65. And then on to defensive / rebounding, this is definitely very crazy with a 99 defensive rebound. This is going to give you Hall of Fame rebound chaser, so definitely you're grabbing every single rebound in this game. And then your interior defense is all around very solid with gold anchor. And on to the physicals, obviously this is good all around. You do get a 75 vertical for elite big man contacts and an 82 strength for silver bully. Okay, for the takeovers, I'm going with first box out wall. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be see the future. I think I just misclicked or something. And then for the secondary takeover, I am going with stuffed blocks. Or maybe I should use box out wall. It's like platinum worm this year. And then you guys see I built an interior finisher. So yeah, with that being said, that's gonna wrap it up for the video. If you did enjoy this video, please drop me a like and subscribe to the channel. Like, comment, subscribe, go follow me on Twitter, and I'm out. Peace.